guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. All right, so I have a number of messages and downloads for you guys for this video. So please take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind for others to claim, as not all messages will apply to you. Okay, and you will receive this in divine timing. Now, I am a psychic medium. I receive a lot of channeled messages in my dream time from source. They are very vivid and I've got them written down here. So I'm going to go through these in a sec. I'll pull a little bit of oracle cards, and then I'll discuss why the world needs to heal. Anyway, I'm a psychic medium, I'm a Reiki healer, and I am also a neuro transformation therapy coach. And I completed this certification recently. I'm very excited about it, and I'll share more about that later. Okay, so starting off with the downloads for you guys. Okay, take what resonates here. So someone here in this collective, you will be receiving a gift. Now, this is very specific. You will receive a gift in a box, and this is for a few of you. And Source showed me the gift and the price tag of this gift as well. Now, it wouldn't be a surprise if I told you. So I can't tell you this part, even though I know, it's crazy. Anyway, it's a nice gift. You'll love it. It's beautiful. So now there's a few of you here. You will be moving house soon. This has been coming up very strongly in dream time, at least like 3 dreams about this in the last week. I received downloads, or a few downloads every single night. These are all coming up in the last week. So somebody here will be moving house. This is going to happen quickly. It's going to happen unexpectedly. You won't see it coming, but it will be exciting. All right. Now, I see furniture in your house, out in the front yard or the backyard. You're sorting through things, packing, throwing things out. So there's a lot of activity going around your home or your apartment, wherever you're living. Some of you will be selling your house or your property in order to make the move. And you will be moving into a really gorgeous home. All right, I've been shown this in dream time. It's very specific. It's very pleasant. It's a nice surprise. It's very exciting. So I'm excited for you. Okay, another thing that is coming up, this is not to be concerned about, is there is a commercial plane that's going to be landing in Abu Dhabi or somewhere in the Middle East, but Source is giving me Abu Dhabi. Specifically, it will be landing or trying to have a second attempt at landing. There's nothing to worry about, okay? It's just a attempt at landing for the second time for whatever reason. Source was really specific about this, really vivid dream, nothing to be concerned about. I've been seeing, and this has been coming up in dream time too, butterflies, which is a symbol for transformation. Now, in this one particular dream, a mother was holding this huge butterfly, and this butterfly was made up of tiny little butterflies, right? So you have undergone several transformations. In fact, there's at least a minimum of 8 levels of transformation. Some coaches talk about this, which I'm not going to get into. However, at the end of the day, you know, we never stop growing and evolving. And as the saying goes, we keep chopping the wood and carrying the water, right? As we ascend the frequencies. Anyway, beautiful dream. So you are stepping into your Empress energy, or you are in your Empress energy. You have embodied all the Queen archetypes, right, in the tarot, energy archetypes. And so you are standing in your power, and you are very quickly ascending the frequencies. You are enlightened. You're seeing this reality from a very high perspective. And in fact, hawks have been coming up again very strongly. So you're seeing everything from a higher perspective. You are in your Christ consciousness or in Sophia consciousness. And actually, guys, that reminds me from the last tarot reading. I was talking about Sophia consciousness, and I didn't quite finish discussing the message that was coming through because I was listening to my video recording, and I realized, oh my God, I didn't finish saying what I wanted to say. Anyway, so Sophia consciousness, it's like, obviously, you are in coherence with your heart and mind. You're in your 0 point, in your flow state, but also you understand the paradoxes, and paradox is the language of truth, right? So for example, in this reality, say you are the only one here and everyone is you pushed out, or everyone is a reflection of you. And so you're the only one here, right? Yet, at the same time and simultaneously, it is also a collective dream, and we have collective agreements here playing out within this reality. So as an example, and another example would be, and there's so many paradoxes, there's just so many of them. Another one would be, is this one's coming up for me, is you know how the saying goes, have compassion for people, because everybody is doing the best they can with what they have and with the resources that they have, and they're doing their best from their level of frequency. Yet at the same time, their best is actually doing the most damage to themselves and to others, because hurt people, right? However, forgive them for they do not know. Well, actually, in a sense, they do know. It's just that they can't help themselves. And so therefore forgive them anyway, because it's their subconscious mind, and I'll talk about this a little bit more later. They are running a program, and therefore they don't have enough awareness and they can't help it, and ego consciousness has taken over, and therefore they might say something from their reactive mind and it hurts someone else, and they know that they're saying it, but they just can't help it, right? And we've all been there, we've all done it, because I remember in the past when I used to operate out of ego consciousness, as an example, and a reactive mind, I knew that I was doing it. I knew what I was going to say, if it was going to be nasty or if it was going to hurt someone's feelings, but I did it anyway, right? I'm just keeping it real here, just being honest. So yeah, but forgive them anyway, because they can't help themselves. because it's coming from their subconscious programming, and it just means that there is a programming problem in the mind, and we have all gone through that, and some of us are still going through that, and yeah, anyway, more about that later, right? But yeah, it's about having the compassion, but understanding that things are happening simultaneously, and it's the ability to be able to hold opposing truths, I guess you could say. All right, is what I wanted to mention last time. Anyway, okay, going through more downloads is there's also a scorpionic, I don't even know if that's a word, Scorpio type energy coming towards you or in your field or something like this. It's a bit of a nuisance kind of an energy. And this was a symbol in the dream, which was really interesting, but just really vivid. There was like this large Scorpio, black large Scorpio type creature coming towards someone, and it just wouldn't stop. And yeah, so anyway, just protect your energy, do clearing, and be aware of who you're allowing in your circle and who you're hanging around, and whether they're projecting onto you or not, because this can affect your field. Okay, energy is contagious, right? So that was coming up, very vivid. Let's have a look what else there is. Something to do with the crown, and so this probably relates to the Empress. Your crown is right open, and obviously you are, or you will be receiving. You will have full connection to source. All chakras aligned, balanced out, and aligned. You'll be in full alignment, and all of your clairs will be activated, and your light body activated. And this is relating to the Empress and the butterfly dream. Okay, what else is there? There's been a few dreams about exes, exes coming back to you, wanting to either talk to you, tell you the truth, rekindle or something, or apologize to you. And it's all good with that. Nothing to worry about there. Just some exes, someone's ex for a few of you wants to come and share something with you, some kind of truths or some kind of a closure that you have not received as yet. What else is there here? Something to do with black crystals, black crystal necklace, matching necklace and earrings, black crystals. Not tourmaline, I think shungite maybe. So yeah, this is significant for someone. That was very vivid. You might be thinking about getting these crystals for protection. Oh yes, this is very significant. Okay, oh my God, this is coming up like crazy. Oh my God, guys. Okay, this is regarding twin flames. Obviously, this is for the twins, or for you guys that resonate with being in this kind of a dynamic, I'll say. Twins are coming up everywhere. It is literally haunting me. Now, I'm not looking out for this. It's just everywhere. It's in the algorithms. It's in my face. Pictures, the topic. it's absolutely crazy. So someone here or a few of you are coming into a divine union with your counterpart, and this will be happening soon and this year, or any time from now in the next few months or so. This is just really, really strong in the energy. I had a dream about this a number of months ago. The most vivid dream I have probably ever had. Woo, really powerful. Okay. There is a twin flame couple that is really going to stand out. This couple is really going to stand out there. They will be in the public eye. So many people will know about this couple, and it's like they will be the leaders for the chosen ones. Or, yeah, the leaders leading other leaders or something. This dream was amazing. They are really powerful, and they will have a huge impact in this world. And of course, other twins will as well, and other power couples. You know, no one is better than anyone else. No one is more special than anyone else. Everyone is unique, right? It's not about that. I'm just saying that in this dream, this couple was just really, really, really standing out and just really making huge impacts. That's just what I'm getting, guys. Okay. I'm just gonna see if there's anything else here. We've done the moving the house and receiving the gift. Yes, and I was driving the other day, and there was a word on a car number plate, and this is really interesting because anyway, the word is believe. The message is to believe in yourself. And it's funny because I receive a lot of words on car number plates, and it gets crazy. Sometimes these words form like a sentence. And so it's like sources communicating to me through the number plates and, you know, through the field. So, yeah, anyway, believe in yourself is the message. Believe. Let's just see if there's anything else. I think I've mentioned the dream downloads for you guys. Okay, I'm just going to pull an oracle to see what other message is coming through for this collective and what else this collective needs to know. I'm just pulling through from my Osho deck. I did pull one card before getting started. Slowing down. Okay. For some of you, it is time to slow down a bit because what I'm getting with this is that it's not about working yourself to the ground and trying to do everything. It's not about a lot of effort and, you know, working 15 hours a day and being like a workaholic and thinking that that's the way how you're going to achieve results, how to achieve your goals and your success. No. It's not about that at all. It's about changing your identity from within. That will therefore drive your thoughts, emotions, feelings, and behaviors. so you can take inspired action. And this goes into how the conscious mind and subconscious mind works, and I'll discuss that in a sec. But anyway, guys, the message is to slow down and go within. Let me just get one more card. I just want to see what else is coming up. Let me have a look. Number 8. Ordinariness. Ordinariness. Number 8 might be significant. Okay. And I'm going to read this from the little manual here. Okay. So this is 8 of rainbows. Ordinariness. 152. Let's have a look, guys. Number 8. Okay. All right, I'm just going to quickly read this and see what source is telling us for this collective. Okay, ordinariness. Sometimes it happens that you become one in some rare moment. Watch the ocean, the tremendous wildness of it, and suddenly you forget your split, your schizophrenia, you relax. Or moving in the Himalayas, seeing the virgin snow on the Himalayan peaks, suddenly a coolness surrounds you and you need not be false because there is no other human being to be false to. You fall together. Or listening to beautiful music, you fall together. Whenever, in whatsoever situation you become one, a peace, a happiness, a bliss surrounds you, arises in you. You feel fulfilled. There is no need to wait for these moments. These moments can become your natural life. These extraordinary moments can become ordinary moments. That is the whole effort of Zen. You can live an extraordinary life in very ordinary life. Cutting wood, chopping wood, carrying water, oh my God, from the well. You can be tremendously at ease with yourself. Cleaning the floor, cooking food, washing the clothes. You can be perfectly at ease because the whole question is of you doing your action totally, enjoying, delighting in it. Wow. That's exactly right. It's about enjoying your now moment, every moment, and being present with it and being in joy. And doing what makes you happy in every given moment. What you're passionate about and what excites you in each and every moment. Do that and keep doing that. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, like I said, the source is funny. You keep chopping the wood and carrying the water. Do it with joy, do it with joy, not resistance. Anyway, so something else that's coming up for me, and it's also because of the training I've gone through recently, doing the neurotransformation therapy training. which I did a couple of weeks ago. And I'm certified in this now. And how this came about, and this is how powerful we are, guys. So months ago, I came across a channel, Kevin Trudeau Limitless channel, and he was talking about blocks and subconscious blocks, money blocks, and counter intentions that most of us have. And we all have them. Now, this depends on the families that we were born into and the family lineages, because this runs deep. It's not just about this lifetime. This goes back generations, even back as far as 7 generations. And so a lot of us carry these counter intentions or blocks that are holding us back from our success, because we have them stored in our DNA and in our energetic field from this life. And they were installed into us from the age of 0 to 8, into our subconscious mind. And as children, you know, we pick up everything. We learn all these things. We learn from our parents and from the community and teachers and so forth. And it all, because we are in a trance state, in a theta brainwave state as children. And so that's a state where we are relaxed but focused at the same time. And so as children, you know, we pick things up very quickly and we learn very quickly in this state. However, the issue is with that is that we took on some pretty bad programming, you know, from our parents and the community. And we also picked up a lot of fears and trauma and limiting beliefs. Now, some of us chose, like as souls, because we choose our life paths and our parents before we are born. Some of us choose some pretty heavy, how could I say this? I wouldn't say karmic, but some pretty heavy lineages where there are a lot of these fears and limiting beliefs and, say, money blocks. So that there's really strong and heavy counter intentions. And some souls choose, you know, more easygoing situations. For example, someone might be in a family lineage where there's a lot of, say, poverty consciousness, a lot of trauma and abuse and poverty consciousness, whereas some people are born into families that are, say, rich and really abundant and wealthy, right? So these people who are born into wealthy families, they're not really going to have as many counter intentions. And when I say counter intentions, it works like this. So say your conscious mind is made up of, say, 5%. Some say it's just 1%. I think on average it's 5%. And our subconscious mind is 95%, which runs our life. And so from your conscious mind, consciously, you might be saying to yourself, oh, I want to make more money. I know I can make more money, and it's going to be easy making money effortlessly, and so forth. Whereas your subconscious mind might be saying the opposite. It might be programmed with limiting beliefs like, No, money is, you have to work really hard for your money, or money is dangerous, or if I make a lot of money, I might lose certain friendships or family members because of that. So therefore, it would be going against you, right? There's a conflict going on from within, because you're saying this consciously, this is what you want, this is what you're going to do, but your subconscious mind is saying something different. And so this is the problem out there, and many people don't know about it, and not many people are talking about it. And so I'm like, oh my God, like this is huge, and this is really important. And so I became really interested in this and really passionate about it. And so I said to the universe, I'm like, oh my God, like people really need help with this, because it's really blocking them from living their best life, and it's blocking them from their success and from their abundance and from their wealth. And so I was looking into it, and I said to the universe, I really want to be able to help people on a large scale to remove these counter intentions, to remove these money blocks and these limiting beliefs. And so, you know, I was looking into it, and I put it out there, and I was thinking how awesome that would be. And I became very passionate about it, and I let that go, and I didn't have any attachment or anything. I just thought, yeah, that's just really what I would love to do. And then I came across, or I magnetized in Luke Hawkins training, life coach training in this field, though, because this is neuroscience. This isn't just any type of coaching. This is neuroscience, similar to hypnosis, which is also neuroscience. And this looks at hypnotic states and reprogramming the subconscious mind, because it runs 95% of our life, and getting to the absolute root cause. And so I'm like, oh my God. And then it just all came together. I wasn't looking for it. It was magnetized towards me, and I was open to it, and I went along with it, and I did an online course, like a short course, and then I was invited to go into further training. And at first I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this because of, you know, finances and so forth. But I stayed open, and I trusted the process, and I'm like, I'm not going to worry about the how. I'm just going to trust myself and the universe that this is going to play out, and this is going to happen eventually. And it did, and very quickly. So I'm really excited. And now I've completed it, right? So, oh my God, things can happen really quickly, guys. Really quickly. Because I was already working on reprogramming my subconscious mind before this even played out, because I became very interested in and very passionate about it. So the main blocks, the three main blocks actually, that is holding people back is trauma, fear, and limiting beliefs. They're the three main ones. And so say if you think about you want to clear and remove, say, procrastination. Say you have an issue with procrastination, like I did actually. And in the training, we removed that. But when you think about it, it actually goes even deeper if you look at the root cause of procrastination, it actually comes from a limiting belief, right? Or a certain fear, and you get to the root cause of this, and the procrastination is just the effect of that. As an example, so yeah, it was really amazing. So I have this training was amazing. I have cleared out fear, limiting beliefs, procrastination, anger, and negative emotions from my field. And because a lot of it is in our energetic field from this life, and it's obviously we have some in our DNA from previous lifetimes and generations, but that's another topic. What I wanted to say is that we all have these counter intentions and these programs, these so-called bad programs in our subconscious mind. And even some successful people still have some kind of a programming issue in their subconscious mind, because everyone has like a money ceiling that they reach, right? Even successful people, they reach a certain ceiling, and then it doesn't matter what they do, how much action they take, whatever changes they make, say with their exercise routine and so forth, or their mantras, or writing down their goals, they seem to hit a certain money ceiling, right? Because they still have something in their subconscious mind blocking them and holding them back, right? So yeah, this is this is huge. This is absolutely huge, and yeah, this is a big topic, right? And so I am very excited and honored to be doing this kind of work. And so I have just started. I'm starting out. And if anyone wants to work one-on-one with me, I'll leave a link in the description and in the comments, okay? I have 2 tickets available for this training at like 85% off, in Sydney, Australia, next year, in March and July. I do have the exact dates. However, if you are interested, send me an email. This training is not just about becoming a neurotransformation life coach. It can be used just for your own personal transformation, so you can transform yourself and help your family and friends with it, or you can also use it to become a neurotransformation therapy coach. Okay, so if anyone is interested in this, I only have 2 tickets. This is a huge opportunity of a lifetime. You can send me an email. I'll leave it in the link below. So that is really exciting, guys. So that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all that's coming up. Alrighties. Okay, I got to keep this shorter videos. All right. So anyway, guys, until next time, take care. Love you guys. Keep shining your light, and peace, okay?